We have spent centuries perfecting the domestic predator, only to invite a 20-pound apex hunter to sleep directly on our carotid arteries. You think you are buying a companion. In reality, you are integrating a biological anomaly into your circadian infrastructure. To own a Maine Coon is to accept a hostile takeover of your REM cycle by a creature that defies the standard laws of feline physics. The Maine Coon is an evolutionary contradiction. They possess the rugged, double-coated exterior of a subarctic survivalist and the social desperation of a pack animal. In the wild, a predator of this scale would be solitary, conserving energy for the high-stakes caloric expenditure of a kill. But your Maine Coon has undergone a psychological shift. It has traded its independence for a proximity requirement that creates a unique biological friction in the modern bedroom. When we talk about the sleep of a Maine Coon, we aren't talking about naps. We are talking about metabolic management. This animal operates on a scale that creates a significant displacement of space and energy. If you are unprepared for the architectural reality of sharing 15% of your mattress with a sentient rug that weighs as much as a cinder block, you have fundamentally misunderstood the opportunity cost of this breed. Most feline breeds follow a low-impact integration model. They are light, agile, and often seek elevated perches. The Maine Coon, however, exhibits a trait I call grounding dominance. Because of their size and their ancestral need to stay warm in harsh climates, they don't just sleep near you, they sleep against you. From a physiological perspective, this creates a phenomenon of tactile feedback. When a Maine Coon drapes its body across your legs, it isn't just seeking warmth. It is engaging in a primitive form of territorial stabilization. For the human, this triggers a sensory response. You are no longer in a state of free movement. You are physically anchored. Your brain, even in deep sleep, is processing the 8 to 10 kilograms of biological mass pinning your lower extremities. The gentle giant nickname is a marketing term. The reality is a nightly endurance test of your musculoskeletal alignment. The core conflict of the Maine Coon lifestyle is the biological desync. Humans are diurnal. We are built for consolidated sleep blocks. Felines are crepuscular, peaking in activity at dawn and dusk. However, the Maine Coon adds a third layer, social mirroring. Because this breed is highly intelligent, often referred to as the dogs of the cat world, they attempt to sync their activity with yours, but their biology won't allow it. The result is a fractured sleep architecture. They will follow you to bed, initiating a period of high-intensity purring that can reach 25 decibels, a frequency designed by evolution to be impossible to ignore. It is a vibrational demand for attention that interrupts the onset of your theta brainwaves. Then, at 3 a.m., the wild Maine awakens. The floorboards groan under the weight of a creature that lacks the silent footfalls of a Siamese. This isn't just a pet moving through a house. It's a structural event. If you live in a multi-story home, the Maine Coon's midnight sprint sounds less like a cat and more like a tactical team breaching the perimeter. You are paying for the aesthetic of the forest cat with the currency of your own deep sleep cycles. We must analyze the thermodynamic exchange. The Maine Coon is wrapped in a triple-layered, water-resistant coat designed to survive a Maine winter. When this animal decides to share your duvet, it acts as a high-output thermal radiator. Standard human sleep hygiene suggests an ambient temperature of approximately 18 degrees Celsius, 64 degrees Fahrenheit, for optimal recovery. Introducing a Maine Coon into that environment is like adding a space heater that moves. Their body temperature sits at 38.5 degrees Celsius, 101.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Within 30 minutes of them nesting in the crook of your knees, the microclimate under your blanket shifts. You wake up in a state of thermal distress, not because you are sick, but because you have failed to account for the biological heat sink lying on your feet. The most profound impact of the Maine Coon sleep habits isn't physical. It's the constant presence syndrome. This breed does not understand the concept of personal space because, in their evolutionary history, proximity equaled survival. They are shadow cats. If you wake up to use the restroom at 2 a.m., the Maine Coon does not watch you leave. it participates in the journey. This creates a psychological loop where the owner is never truly off the clock. Even in the sanctity of the night, you are managing a relationship. You are navigating around a large, fluffy obstacle that insists on being involved in every transition between consciousness and sleep. This is the hidden tax of the Maine Coon. It is a beautiful, majestic tax, but it is one that demands a total restructuring of your expectations for rest. You are no longer the master of your bedroom. You are a co-tenant in a space dominated by a prehistoric rhythm. Choosing to live with a Maine Coon is a decision to prioritize biophilic connection over clinical efficiency. If you require a sterile, uninterrupted sleep environment, this animal is a poor investment of your emotional and physical resources. You will lose the battle for the bed. You will lose the battle for the cool side of the pillow. However, for the lifestyle architect, there is a deeper lesson here. The Maine Coon forces us to confront our detachment from the natural world. Their weight on our legs, their thundering footsteps in the hallway, and their thermal intensity are reminders that we are biological entities, not just workers in a digital hive. Sharing your sleep with a Maine Coon is an exercise in radical acceptance. It is the acknowledgement that some of the most rewarding connections in life are inconvenient, heavy, and occasionally wake you up at 4 a.m. by dropping a toy mouse on your face. You aren't just keeping a pet, you are hosting a legend. And legends don't care about your alarm clock.